Affectionately known as the bush capital, Canberra is surrounded by nature. But with the picture-perfect native landscape comes a frightening reality. The ACT bushfires of 2003 saw around 70% of the territory damaged, 4 lives lost and nearly 500 injured, causing emergency services to explore other systems to protect its community.
Helping the people of Canberra understand their risk is absolutely critical and is one of the key tasks of the ESA in preparing the community for bushfires.
It's this focus on preparation that has seen ACT Emergency Services Agency partner with Esri Australia to develop a revolutionary new tool, one that uses Esri's advanced spatial analytics technology, the ARC GIS platform, to automate the assessment of the bushfire attack level. A bushfire attack level, also known as a BAL, is an Australian standard for construction, used to measure a building's fire risk to improve protection.
Bushfire attack level is made up of several components, not just the distance between the structure and the vegetation, but the structure of the vegetation itself. The LiDAR also gives us access to the locations of the structures that we're assessing, so it can tell us, it can allow us to automatically define the footprints of the buildings. And the detailed terrain model that we get from LiDAR gives us the ability to model slope very effectively as well.
GIS is very good at providing situational awareness, so it takes in not only data sets that you may have that are fairly static, so where are the properties, where are the buildings, what's the vegetation, but also dynamic data sets and information feeds such as weather. And combining those together, because it's a dynamic scenario, you end up with dynamic situational awareness.
And it's already increasing efficiencies, replacing the need for individual operators to assess each house block. Now, around 16,000 properties can be assessed in just 1 hour. It's also proving vital in times of emergency.
ArcGIS is one of the key tools by which we can bring together a whole lot of different data and information and actually turn it into what we call intelligence, useful information that we can share both within our incident management teams and with other agencies.
Even more impressive is the tool's precision. So as a homeowner, I can get specific data relating to my bushfire attack level and make informed decisions that could not only save my property, but the lives of my loved ones.
There's also opportunity to go beyond just individual decision making. But we want to use regulation behind that to support that as well and say, well, if someone is going to build in this street, based on the data we've got from AutoBal, this is the additional cost that might come with that. And if we can build that into our regulatory stance, we will lift the construction standard of our properties across the city over time and reduce that overall bushfire risk.
It's hoped that with technologies such as this, bushfire disasters that end in loss of life and property will be mitigated and prevented globally.
We know in a bushfire scenario, there are only so many fire trucks available. We know that on the worst of the worst days, Mother Nature will always beat us in relation to the impact of fire onto the community. Therefore, it's important that we take all of the information, all of our resources, all of our technology and combine that together and use that collaboratively. And if we can share that jurisdictionally across Australia and of course share that with the world through this example back to the UN, we think we've got a really good way of dealing with the ever-growing and ever-present danger of bushfire.